Hello, Ray Phoenix here, and boy, do I ever love that screen. I love the way it lets me start up these arcade machines. This is Xevious, from being played from the ultra-rare Namco Museum Volume 2 on the PS1. This is the only ever way you can play Xevious on a PS1. The only ever alternative to playing Xevious on the PS1 would be to get Xevious 3DG on the 3DG Plus on the PS1, which I actually have an actual copy of the game. I already made a few videos of that game, actually, that specific version. Well, more than a year ago, and I was new to recording actual footage. I didn't have any emulators then, so I just had to record from the actual game system, film the screen from the actual gaming system. Which I had to do back in those days, the early days of me making videos on YouTube straight from the PS1 itself. But those are all long gone. Now I use this emulator, but I might go back to that. The emulator fails, but I don't think it will. Xevious is probably my second favorite Namco game ever. Ms Pac-Man's obviously first there. Ms Pac-Man's my favorite Namco game, but Xevious is a close second. Xevious is really fun. You just fly a ship. It's one of the first vertical shooters known to man. You just fly a vertical ship, and you fly vertically through a level, and you shoot down flying saucers. You can bomb down ground targets on the ground. This game also there was a version on the Atari 5200, which I never actually played because, well, I never had an Atari 5200 or 5200 emulator. There's a 2600 version, which kind of sucks, actually. And there is an Atari 7800 version, which is a lot better, but it is inferior from its NES counterpart, which came out around the same time the Atari 7800 version was released. They already made a version of the Atari 7800 version of Xevious. Heck, fun fact, that the Atari 7800 version of Xevious, video I made for that about a year ago or more than a year ago, it was the last video game video I ever made that didn't have any commentary in it. So yeah, it's a piece of my history. Before I did commentary in games, before I did commentary in videos, it was the last video I made without any commentary. But I always do commentary now because commentary sales. Speaking of which, my old videos, that's the purpose of this real video. I already did plan Xevious stuff before, so I'm going to talk about my most popular videos I've been so far. I've been actively uploading game videos to YouTube for less than 2 years, and I've uploaded a lot of video game videos of all sorts. All the best video games, all the greatest video games, all my favorites. You can tell pretty much every video game I've uploaded a video of. Most of them, that's not all of them. Most of them are games that I actually like. So if you want to know what kind of games I like, watch my videos. You know what games I kind of like, the kinds of games I fancy. But some of them have been more popular than others for odd reasons why. Like an example, one of my most popular videos, in fact, probably is my most popular gaming video, is my video of me playing the original Pac-Man on the Sega Game Gear. Pac-Man on the Sega Game Gear is probably the best way to play Pac-Man in 1990 or whenever it came out on the Sega Game Gear, which actually was, Sega Game Gear actually was a very good portable handheld system. It was significantly better than Nintendo's Game Boy. However, in terms of sales, the Nintendo's Game Boy did a lot better than the Sega Game Gear. But the Sega Game Gear was still a great system, and it had that Pac-Man game. As of right now, at least last time I checked, that video has 66 views. That's more views than most of my other videos get. How come that one video? You know, like, why does that one video have so many views? I don't know why it has so many views. Another one of my most viewed videos, not so much my most viewed one now, but a long time ago it was when I actually recorded my Game Boy Advance playing the NES version of Xevious. Which from the Xevious, the classic NES series Xevious, the NES version of Xevious for the Game Boy Advance. It was made in 2004 to celebrate the 20th anniversary of the Game Boy, the 20th anniversary of the NES. So I played that on my Game Boy Advance, and I recorded it. It didn't turn out very well. The screen looked really bad, and I kind of shake sometimes. I didn't have an actual emulator ROM for that game at the time, so I had to use my actual Game Boy Advance to record. My hands were kind of shaky when I made that video. I didn't even know what I was doing really when I made a lot of those early videos. So like even when I made Galaxian on the Game Boy Advance, when I played stuff like that on Game Boy Advance using the actual system, back in January of 2018, you could check those videos if you're interested. I didn't even know what I was doing back then. I was just trying to be fun and funny and, you know, put videos on YouTube. Like, haha, I can put videos on YouTube, haha. I wasn't really trying to make a lot of views. Okay, I kind of was trying to get some views, but you know, I wasn't very bright back in those days. I was like a year and a half ago. I wasn't very bright back then. A lot brighter now than I was then, obviously. So yeah, but that video has so many views, so why is that? Also, my video of me playing Frogger on the Sega Genesis got a lot of views too, for some reason. I wonder why. I wonder if George Costanza from Seinfeld had anything to do with that. But then again, it was a Sega Genesis version of Frogger, which probably is the best home console version of Frogger you could get. It's a really good version of Frogger. It looks and plays just like the real thing. And also, it was the last game released on the Sega Genesis. It was released in 1998. Man, who releases games on the Sega Genesis in 1998? Come on, this collection I'm playing right now in the PS1 Namco Museum Volume 2 for PS1, this came out before 1998. This came out before the Sega Genesis officially discontinued. But come on, 1998, we were well into the Sega. So that's the same year the original Spyro came out. It's the same year as Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time came out. We're well into the times of the PS1 and N64, and the Sega Saturn was pretty much dead by then, or mostly dead by then. And with the Sega Dreamcast was less than a year away at the time, or about a year away at the time, so we're just a year away from the Sega Dreamcast, and, you know, why release new games on Genesis? Why? I could tell you why. It's probably because it's awesome. The Genesis does and Nintendo don't. The Genesis really was the pinnacle of 16-bit gaming back in the early 90s, that people would say. It was a lot better than the SNES, in my opinion. I really like Genesis. Why? Because Genesis has Sonic. Genesis has Dynamite Head. Genesis has Ristar. Genesis has... What else is Genesis? Genesis has Streets of Rage. Genesis has Virtua Racing. Genesis has Vectorman. Genesis has all sorts of great stuff that none of the other systems had. So that's why it's so great. Also, one of my most viewed videos on YouTube is my video of Pat Wings, the demo version of Pat Wings for the PC. For the longest time as a kid, I never had the full game of Pat Wings. It was a shareware game that was made by JJ Games. It's now called Cyto Games, or something like that. In 1999, I played the game a lot, and before this, again, this is all before I did commentary on my videos. I made a video that came in early 2018, and it actually got a lot of views. It didn't even turn out very well. I was using my phone back then. I was using like a Sony CyberShot camera from 2009, which died shortly after I started making those videos. It kind of broke, which is really sad. That's my best camera. But I was using that to make those videos, and it didn't even turn out very well. I got a lot of views. Got like close to 60-something views. Why is that? I don't know. Same my video of the Bugatron Gold demo that I had back in the day. There's another shareware game called Bugatron Gold. I only played the demo. It wasn't even a full demo because it glitches out at the end. You can even see my desktop at the end of the video, the actual PC desktop in the video. And that's another one of my most viewed videos. For some reason, that video gets so many views. Why is that? And then it's a big injustice. I mean, my video of me playing Disruptor on the PS1 was a much better video than that, and that got nowhere near as many views. My videos, heck, that video I made of me on New Year's Eve when I played Crash Bandicoot, the original Crash Bandicoot demo on the PS1. All those other PS1 demos I played on New Year's Eve 2018 and filmed them and put them on YouTube, those didn't get anywhere near as many views. My Escape 3 video that I made in early 2019 was a lot better than that. Than the Xevious video and the Game Boy Advance and the Pat Wings video, and that didn't get anywhere near as many views. What's wrong with YouTube? What's wrong? I'm not accusing anyone of anything, but I don't know. But then again, a lot of views have been disappearing from my videos too, which I still haven't solved the mystery of that. I wonder who could be siphoning all these views out of my YouTube videos. Was it my arch rival, Tammy Newborn? Yeah, it probably is my arch rival, Tammy Newborn. Some people say Tammy Newborn's real name is Devontae Huntley. I don't know if that's true or not, though. Devontae Huntley really does look and sound a lot like Tammy Newborn, so it makes sense they're the same person. I also wonder if he's secretly Chris Chan, too. Maybe some aliens that Chris Chan is going under. You know, Chris Chan has multiple personalities. We know he's Chris Chan. We know he's also that cool guy we saw running on the street back in 2009. He's also a cool guy called Ian Brandon Anderson. He's also a guy named Carlos Chander, and he even played a woman once called Stephanie Buscakes. So, you know, it's possible he could be Tammy Newborn. Chris Chan could secretly be Tammy Newborn. I wonder if that is true. Or I wonder if I knew. Sometimes I even wonder, did I know Tammy Newborn in real life? Maybe I unknowingly met him in real life. Maybe he was that kid that bullied my cousin and myself back in the mid-2000s. He said, "Yo, cousin's a girl. She can't go on this wide. It's boys only." And I'm like, "Screw you." And then I kicked the crap out of that kid. That kid really was a total jerk. He deserved it. This is Ray Phoenix signing out.